But before we go any further talking about trains, I think we better take these ones off actually. I'll talk about 009.
Yeah.
As we'll get Finn in, because Finn actually knows what he's doing.
Does he?
What do you
Okay,
reckon?
I reckon.
Come on in, Finn.
Hi, Finn.
Hello, everybody. I'm back again.
Back again. You didn't think you were going to be, did you?
No, I didn't.
There's a lot of stamps getting licked and a lot of boxes getting packed, isn't there?
Oh,
As
yeah.
we speak.
Yes. You probably hear it in the background.
That is fantastic. Welcome in, Finley.
I'm going to
Thank
turn
you.
some stuff.
Turn some stuff. What are we looking at?
We are looking at a 009 train.
Yes.
Now, I don't know much about the prototype. You would give it a push?
Yes, please. Need a little help.
There you go.
There he goes.
So I don't know much about the prototype, unfortunately. I do know that I believe this is a TGW brand.
TGW.
I believe that's what they are.
This one?
Is it?
No, that should be a mini train.
Oh, a mini train.
Oh, the last carriage is going for a dragger.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Maybe we want to take it down the power off.
No, I like to live dangerously.
So, okay, and that can mini train.
Oh, no, I better power off.
that's
so
why you
what-
singe your underarm on the track in front of you.
Wouldn't be the first time.
So I believe mini trains do both American and German stuff, I believe.
They're really big on German stuff, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think they're actually a German manufacturer. Is that
Mini
right?
trains, yes. Oh, that's half a load.
So this would be based on a German prototype, most likely.
I reckon it's a couple. Let me have a look. Let me
A
do some
couple.
cheating.
I
Let me
like
look
the
up mini
fact-
trains and let me try and find the picture.
And I love
It's off
Dublin.
again.
Yeah. I really should have
Oh,
probably,
I see why it's coming off.
there's a
We
bit of
could have.
fluff.
No, there's a price table underneath it. It's
Ah.
pushing it off the tracks.
It's called drag.
Is it?
All right, let's take that off.
That's all right. We can use our new printer over in trains.
All right, let me power it off.
No,
Are you going to
Mm.
back up? So this little layout, we made this, and it's been sitting on the shelf for pretty
Oh,
much
let me
a
back it
year.
up.
It's been pretty
I'll
much
back it
sitting
up.
on the shelf for a year, hasn't it?
still works fine, still clean. Better than I
Not
can say-
really.
I'm
Oh, that
Well,
didn't work.
you can see that it's these.
trying to get it straight. Try it again. No, I don't think it's. I think the coupling is wrong.
I'll just push it really hard.
Try now.
Is it good?
Well, no, that's most of the the works. That's fine.
All right, let's.
This is a comedy of all sorts.
How about we put the wagons over here?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's got one at least.
You go.
running a
Oh,
light engine, as would be known in Britain. Ooh, there
Oh,
we
look how
go.
fast it goes now. Light load.
So I believe this is a spot. So this little loco is a very interesting, very cute little thing.
Yep.
It's got a So it's in the German government railways livery, which was all black except and red wheels, as well as red frames. It's a 040 tank engine. I believe it's a side tank.
It
As
is
the-
a couple. I can confirm it's a couple
Hey,
with a cobalt stack.
Cobalt.
What's that?
Well, that's because it's got the big spark arrestor at the top.
So what do you do with that? Is that where you put your big screw?
Yeah, I mean, you could theoretically. They were called spark arresters because that's what they did. Keep it from lighting fires on forests and densely greened areas. The spark arresters were put on so sparks wouldn't just fly out of the funnel and start fires.
Why the sparks need to be arrested? Are they committing crimes?
Well, I mean, arson's a pretty big crime.
Oh, is that right? I see.
They were very common on old-fashioned American. Can you remember in old-fashioned Americans like westerns and stuff? Their big trains had all those huge looking funnels.
Right,
Those were huge spark arresters because in the olden days, most American trains ran on wood,
right.
and they produced a lot more sparks than coal does.
So what happens if a spark ends up in the tender?
You can run.
Disasters.
You can run a train off wood.
Yeah, it's not very good because coal burns for a long time. Wood burns instantly. So basically, if it's coal, you just put the fire. If you got fire, you just shovel some coal in, and you can leave it for a bit. With wood, you're like just throwing wood and constantly.
Imagine how good a wood-fired pizzas would have been.
No, yeah, people used to do that. They used to get on the shovel. They'd put food on and just put it into the firebox.
Did that?
And then cook food.
See, I wasn't being silly.
Yeah, bento box would go with you every day, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
it would.
Egg and bacon sandwich was
Like
the
a stainless steel one.
egg and bacon sandwich was the firebox meal of choice for British steam crews.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go. Firebox. We can have a segment every week. What's in your firebox?
Spring show us what we had for lunch.
That's right. So a bit of 009, and we love 009 at Hearns.
Hmm.
The benefit about it is narrow gauge, isn't it?
Yeah, so you can do a much tighter.
So it's
course.
9mm
Mm.
rail.
Runs on
So-
N gauge track, but it's HO scale,
Yeah, so that's why it's got these widely spaced sleepers on it.
much larger.
And it's a really quite a tight radius. Yeah.
Oh, I flip over to the top, eh?
A real life example of narrow gauge that you could see in Victoria would be the Puffing Billy Railway up in Emerald. That's a
Is that 009?
it would technically be it's narrow gauge. It's
Yeah.
I believe it's 2 foot 3 inches, I believe.
I don't know.
I
So-
can't remember.
So how wide is this again?
9mm.
9 mil. So
N gauge.
that's 9 mil here.
That's N gauge,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's why it's called 009.
Ah,
9
9 mil for double O. Now this one here is HO.
Yeah.
16.
And double O also runs on that.
16.
Well, yeah. So 009, so narrow gauge was always an interesting choice for areas in real life which had either too rugged terrain or too much hills for standard gauge to be necessary or even possible.
Right.
And so narrow gauge was created. That's why narrow gauge trains are usually either in really big valleys, quite hilly areas, or in just areas which just weren't had enough money to go for full size.
Right.
Basically,
So what's that mean for this center one?
TT.
13. Is it 12 or 13?
Remember.
It's halfway in between. It's one of the two.
Yeah.
There we
You
go.
got
So
9, and you got 13, and then you got. Don't lick it. It's live. I can feel it.
You can
I
feel
don't think they're good
something's
to lick
wrong.
when they're dead either.
There we go. So that's a bit of 009 action. So we'll get that one off. Come here, you.
It's always fun to play.
I got.
trains.
You could have stopped it. That's okay. Put him over
What
here.
is?
That's right.
How's that?
And then we will have a look at.
What are we doing? We're going to move
Well, I'm
this.
going to move this up more to the center of the screen, and then young Finley can show us what we've got in our hot little hands.
So these are ending up on the center track.
What am I holding here in my hand, Finley?
That's the one we showed last week.
I thought it was a blue one.
No, we showed this one last week. That's the in DB Cargo Red is the OH Shunter. The one
Oh, I thought we showed the blue one.
we showed the red one, didn't we? Now you've got me questioning it. But this one is the other one we've gotten in Wave 2 of the TT release.
Yes.
This is a older style of. It's the same exact type of train, but this is an old delivery that ran between late 60s to I think around about the 70s, 80s,
Yeah.
90s maybe. So this was BR blue with the tops number and corporate logo livery logo.
That would have to be a pretty late logo, wouldn't it?
Yeah, first introduced in the 70s because originally the logo for British Railways was the lion holding onto the train wheel. But when they modernized, such as with the modernization
Lions don't
plan,
come from England.
well, they liked them, so they think they told it. But
That's a bit deceptive.
I think it's because in the past, lions like traveling to England. They like to, look around the countryside.
they hopped on the train.
Yes, that's right.
So the logo, when they're doing modernization plan, including dieselization, removal of steam, closure of a lot of branch lines, it was also the introduction of a much more modern livery logo. While this one, which is a contemporary locomotive, their livery and logo, DB, it's just because it's a German company actually that runs this one in England. Yeah, it's owned by the German government technically.
Is it what's like Deutsche Bank? Is it what's DB?
It's German. I can't say it.
You can't say it.
No, I think it literally means German cargo. I think Deutschland something. I can't.
Baggage.
Baguette.
Beer.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Stein.
Hmm.
All right, so let's see these suckers run.
All right. So should I zoom out a bit?
You have to zoom out a bit because I've completely not left us as enough.
What are we
room.
doing? Do you trust me with the controls?
Yeah, you can be the
I don't know which way it's
you
going
can
yet.
be the skinny controller.
Ready?
Let's go.
Choo-choo!
Oh, that's smooth.
Oh,
Am I a
How-
good driver or what?
how good is TT?
Hmm.
I know the track could be a bit.
I'm spinning it up a bit.
That's amazingly smooth.
Is it?
Yeah,
Can you put two on?
you technically, but it's not DCC, so they both run at the same time. But they're the same models; they should run at the same speed.
Ready? I'm going to reverse it.
Okay.
No,
Oh, they're friends.
They're shunting.
So,
that
08,
right?
yeah, that would be it. So 08, I think that would be called double heading, and a train of this type would be referred to as a cavalcade.
A cavalcade.
Yeah,
When we have steam trains in Melbourne, they run at either end.
yeah, because there's no turntables. They have to run, and they can't reverse a tender engine because that's just
Oh,
the high
that's
speed.
full ball.
Look at that go.
It's so nice and quiet, aren't
It'd be
they?
really nice if we could see them from the front, actually, because then you can see the
Little-
valve gear moving.
The little
Also,
coupling rods, yeah.
yeah.
So 08's are rather interesting. This side is the front with the little yellow grill in it, but they were always run in reverse.
Is that so the driver could see?
Exactly, because they were built based on the design of diesel locomotive from the 40s, but modernized in the 50s to create the 08. They were introduced like a steam in the same arrangement of a steam train.
Mm-hmm.
So the vent was at the front for the grill for the engine, and the cabin was at the back, because that's just how tank engines were done. However, crews for the 08s found it so much easier to just run them in reverse, because they were shunting diesels. They could run both directions at the same speed, and when they came at the back, they could see right out the cabin to the consist.
What's the consist?
That's what you call a rake of wagons. It's known as a train consist.
It's like a gaggle of geese.
Is it?
A murder of crows.
Yeah,
A
that's
boggle
it.
of BJs.
Bog your mind.
Thank you very much, Finn, for coming in today and imparting all your wonderful knowledge.
No worries.
I've really enjoyed it, and I love playing trains.
It's always
I'm
fun.
excited for the train show.
I'm
We're
going
going to
to
catch a red rattler in, aren't we?
Mm.
Are you going to dress up?
I don't know. I don't have anything to dress up with. I think
Do you
probably.
want to take a whistle? I want to dress up like a train driver.
I'll probably just wear this, to be honest. Clean it first, but
Fair enough. No. Yeah, keep an eye out. We've got a really big train show coming up, isn't it? 5th and 6th of August.
That's right. It's only 2 weeks away.
Couple of weeks away.
they're going to red rattle in.
So this is the big train show that's normally held in Melbourne at Caulfield. So it's an annual event, but this year it's been moved to the showgrounds.
The showgrounds in
And
Flemington.
That's right. And the reconditioned full-size Red Rattlers are running shuttle passes from Flinders Street Station to the showgrounds. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make it a full train event.
And I'm going in dress-ups.
That's right.
I want to see this so badly.
And I'll tell you, this time around, Pikachu is not appropriate.
Anyway, I think you've got some other stuff to talk about.
We certainly do.
We may
Thank you.
do.
And you've got some boxes to pack, Finley.
I certainly do. Thank you for having me on. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Finn. See you
Thank
later.
you, Finn. That was awesome. Was it?
Was. You can sort of see it from the front camera.
That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. All right, let's stop these.
I'll stop
Now,
there.
I think we should look at the
Uh,
car
We'll take a little bit.
because we do have some input here.
Do we?
Yeah.
I'm just handling these trains very carefully, Will. No pun intended.
Where are we?
As I drop one.
Where are we? Oh, look, we've got a guess on the color.
What colour is it?
Jeff reckons it's matte black.
No.
Is that wrong?
It's not matte. You said it was matte. Matte with 1 T or 2? Matte
He's
who?
gone double T.
The K silent. No?
It's spelled M-A-T-T-K. Pronounced matte with a silent K. No, I'm being silly now.